Welcome back to Ohio Country Today. With me is Toby Kramer, Fair Board member here in Auglaize County. And Toby, we have a showcase event here on Saturday night, the last night of the fair. That's a huge draw. It's a grand national thing. It's a national event.
Sure is, Alan. You got an NTPA Truck and Tractor Pull Grand National event, like you said. You got guys, I think last year we had guys from Canada. We had a guy from the state of Washington here last year in the four-wheel drive truck class. It's growing. It's getting bigger. You can see the grandstands behind us. That's packed. Around this fence, it's getting a good draw, and, a lot of pullers are coming. We got a pretty good, tough track, and a lot of them like to see that. But, yeah, it's turned into a good event for us here the last few years.
Toby, what are the classes and what are some of the events going on? I know you can't have every possible class at event. I think you limit it to what, 4 events for the evening?
We got 4 classes up here on Saturday evening. We're going to have the limited pro or the light pro stock tractors. Excuse me. That's a new class to NTPA. It's about 2-3 years old now. We got four-wheel drive trucks, two-wheel drive trucks, and we got the modifieds. And the fans really like the modifieds because you got a combination of multiple V8 motors, jet turbines with old Allison aircraft engines, and that gets pretty interesting sometimes. And some of them guys, my guys, are making 7,000-8,000 horsepower, so yeah, makes a little noise too.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing to me that 7 or 8 thousand horsepower on those two wheels and everything holds together and doesn't fly apart in a million pieces.
Yeah, that's hard for me to comprehend when I'm in a farm tractor making about 250, 300, and I think that's mean.
Yeah, how many tractors do you think are you anticipating that you'll have or participants there, trucks and tractors?
Well, looking back at the numbers the last couple of years, we're getting anywhere from about 62 to 89 hooks. So you're looking at a solid 3 hours event, and there's not much time in between.
Yeah, you guys do a great job keeping the event going and moving through, and it's a great time had by all. Tell us what the significance of having an NTPA Grand National pull is.
Well, when you get to the Grand National level to pull, and that's the highest level that NTPA offers, and here again, we had a regional pull, and that's what we started with here at WAPAKONETA years ago, and it worked good for us. And regional basically encompasses Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. And we had some people wanted to see some other classes and some other guys, that weren't showing up. So we went ahead and, with the help of Triple R Tire here in WAPAKONETA, we went ahead and moved up to a Grand National class. And like I said, we're getting guys from all over the nation. I think 2 years ago, I think we had guys here, if I'm not mistaken, from 28 states in that event. So, you're getting the best of the best in the country when you're pulling a Grand National NTPA.
Well, and obviously it really helps us a lot because there's a lot of other events that are going on in this general vicinity in the month of August, and these guys are here for those, and so they just make a pit stop here to hook to the sled.
Well, we got a fairly good track out here, and there's a lot of guys that like to come that they can really put the power to the ground, so to speak, and they seem to be able to hold it here. When you get into pulling, you got some tracks that are loose, and they really got to gear up, and then you got what you call good power tracks, and they seem to consider Wapak a good power track, so the guys that's really got the horsepower like to come and shoot it out and see who's going to be staying on top when it's all said and done.
Well, Toby, what day can you give us the date and time on the event?
It's going to be Saturday, the 4th of August, start time 6 p.m.
And it's free and free tractor pull once you pay your fee to get in the gate.
It's gate admission will get you in the grandstands, correct.
Toby, if somebody wanted to find out a little bit more information, where could they go?
We can go to the web at auglaizecountyfair.org. You can go to mooncitypullers.org. You can go to ntpapull.com.
Well, Toby, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Alan.
We'll be back with more in Ohio Country Today right after this.